Hey guys, so I just did this thing yesterday and I wanted to show you what I did. I'm getting started on potatoes. I've never done this before, so I'm just going to show you the journey and why I decided to do this. So I'm going to uncover these. I mean, it's just cardboard boxes. Ta-da. Okay, so here's what I've done. Underneath, I've got cardboard. I cut some cardboard flaps off of like a large box that we had laying around somewhere. And then I got these crates. We've had these crates for at least a year now. We're farmers market people, so we take all of our produce and bread and cookies and stuff to farmers market in these crates. These are collapsible, which I don't know if you see, but these sides fold down and then these fold down as well, and it's completely flat. I can link them below. I want to say they were probably $35 each, so they're not cheap, but man, they're durable and we love them. So I'll link them below. But anyway, so I've got these crates. They've got holes in the bottom. You probably can't see that. Ugh. Holes. There you go. Whew, workout. Holes in the bottom, holes in the side, so you're going to get, airflow moving through them. And then I have a single layer of potatoes in each crate. I've got 3 crates, 3 kinds of potatoes. I have Kennebec, red Pontiac, and white, what is it called? I got a cheat here. Yukon Gold. Okay. Kennebec white, red Pontiac, Yukon Gold. I'll get it one of these days. But anyway, I've got these 3. I will show them to you. And then I'll tell you what I'm stripping off the top here. Okay. White Kennebec here. I know y'all have seen potatoes before, but they're still pretty cool if you like potatoes, just looking at potatoes. And here's one. Which one's this? Yukon Gold. Yukon Gold for that guy. Okay. Each of these crates holds 15 pounds. Brent bought, let's see, they were $7 for 5 pounds. So that is $21 each crate. So $63 total in potatoes plus tax. Let's say $70 in potatoes, seed potatoes. He got these at either Sutherland's maybe or Tractor Supply. He saw them and he was like, hey, we're getting those because the last 2 years, I'm not kidding, maybe even 3 years, but definitely the last 2 years, we have ordered potatoes online from seed companies, like large seed companies. We get our other seeds from them, and they have always shown up so late. I'm talking like the end of May, and they're in this condition. No, nothing sprouted. It's just potatoes. And I was being generous with that condition. Most of them were rotted, and what wasn't rotted, it's just been a bad experience. We went ahead and planted them both years, and nothing came up. So this year, we're trying something a little bit more controlled. We're trying to control the sprouting process, control the timing process for sure. I mean, as soon as he saw the potatoes in the store, he bought them. So 45 pounds of potatoes for $70. We're late February at this point. It's 28 degrees outside right now, so it's not really time to be planting. You could, I guess, put these in the ground. They're just going to take longer to sprout. And since we're farmers market people, we are like, time is of the essence. The sooner that we can get produce to the market for our customers, the better off they are, we are, everything. Like, faster is better. As long as it's not, hurting the quality of the product, to speed it up. And this is not. So we have these in our baskets. This room is, can I show you? Let's see. It has its own controlled environment. Its own, I don't know. Brent has told me what that thing is called. probably 50 million times, but it's basically its own heater and air conditioner for this room. And this is a small room. It's probably 12 by 12. And it has a curtain on the one window in the room. And so it's a controlled environment. It's 72 degrees in here, dark when I'm not sitting here talking to you guys. And I put it, the cardboard over top you saw. So the whole theory is that these potatoes think that they're in the ground and they need to start sprouting. All right? Yeah, which is good. I want them to sprout, but I want them to sprout in my house, not outside in the dirt, because I can't control that environment outside. We do have clay, really, really clay soil. So it makes it hard for sprouts to form. And sometimes we get some flooding issues because the water just sits there. We just don't have the best soils. We're working on it. It's a long game. Farming is not a short game for anybody, and certainly not for us. So either way, what I peeled off of here are damp washcloths. These are just like garage rags that I've had laying around, and they're ripped up and stained and whatever from whatever, but they're damp. If I squeeze them, nothing's like coming out, no water, but they're damp. And so I will come in here every day and I will re-dampen my cloths. I did this whole process yesterday in about 30 minutes. And before I started talking to you, I went to the bathroom and re-wetted these. So, they were already dried out. So I will need to wet these every day, which is fine. It's just another chore I have to do, but I will enjoy doing it because of the rewards in the end, right? So I'll just recover these little guys. Sleep tight, little potatoes. Have good dreams. To give credit, I did a lot of research on what we were supposed to do with these stinking potatoes because I'm not a green thumb. My husband is. But he's busy doing other stuff right now. So he said, hey, if you want to take on something to help relieve some of the stuff I've got, then this is something you can do. I'm like, absolutely, I can do it. Like I said, 30 minutes yesterday, I set this all up. Not a big dill pickle. So I don't know where I was at with my train of thought there, but they're now ready for bed again. And they will be like this for probably 2-3 weeks, maybe. I don't know. I'm going to keep checking every day. Like I said, once I start seeing sprouts, let's find a good example. There isn't. It's just that's an eye, and it started to kind of get a little nubbin. Once it's an inch long sprout, like all of these are all inch long little sprouts, we'll take them out, we'll cut them, and we'll cut them to where there's, so say this one, for example, I might get 3 pieces of potato out of this. So this is considered a seed potato. But if I cut it into thirds, with each part of that third having at least one of those sprouts on it, like roots, so it can grow, right? Then instead of just getting one little potato plant, I'll get 3. See what I'm saying? So we can triple, double what we have here if we go through that cutting. I think it's called chitting. Jury's out. I don't know. When I was doing my research, I didn't know if this process was called chitting or the cutting process was called chitting or both together were called chitting. I'm just saying what I'm doing. So here's what we're doing. Right now, we're sprouting the babies. Once the babies have sprouted, we'll cut them. We'll lay them in a warm environment. Again, I think warm. I don't know. I'll have to go back on my research. And then they'll air out, they'll scab over, and then we will plant them in the ground. Obviously, before then, Brent's got to do something with the soil. We still have all the weeds and stakes and water lines and stuff set up from last season. Inevitably, it's just season's over, we're burnt out and tired, and we never clean up until we have to, which is coming up very soon, as it is the end of February at this point. So this is going to be a long process. But I'm hoping that it pays off because we have had such a dud potato crop the last 2 years, and potatoes really shouldn't be that hard, right? Like they really shouldn't be that hard. And so if we can't make it work this year with it being so controlled, I'm done. I'm done with potatoes if we just can't get it to work this year. So anyway, I just wanted to take you guys along for the journey. The next time I see you, hopefully we will have sprouts.